Hey, what's going on? Keith from Trigger Happy. Going to take a look at I believe it's called SAR, S-A-R Arms. SAR Arms is imported by the EAA company, which is the European American Arms Corporation. And they're brought into the United States, and it's still labeled SAR B6P. And it's a pretty nice gun. It's got SAR arms all over it. I don't even think it says EAA other than maybe one place, which is here on the side, which says EAA Rockledge, Florida. So it's really the only identifying mark for that company as the importer. Nevertheless, this gun is very, very, very similar to a CZ75 style gun, which a lot of European guns you'll find are clones of clones of clones, and this one's really no different. Polymer frame, and it shares a lot of similarities, like I said, to the CZ75. You can see here the slide rides inside the frame like on the CZ75 versions. The frame is, again though, polymer. It's not steel, so it's lightened up a fair amount. It's got a nice balance to it. This is the compact version, 9mm, obviously. This one comes with a 13-round magazine. It's got a foot plate there that, you know, gives you plenty of grip room on the compact version. I believe the full-size version is a 17-round magazine. Only one mag included with the gun, which for the price point is expected, but not probably the easiest magazine replacement to get a hold of in the world. And I don't know what other brands are going to work with this gun, so I can't really speak to that. Sights. Pretty simple 3-dot sight pattern, very similar there again to the CZ model. These are not adjustable that I can tell at all, so you know it's set up kind of the way it's set up. It does have a manual safety. This does not double as a decocker, so you know essentially you're going to be running it in a single action style at all times. It is a single action, double action gun, I guess. You know, there again, without the decocker, I'm not sure where the double action would really come into play. Aside from maybe half cocked, you know, I don't know why you'd want to carry it at that style. But nevertheless, the double action trigger is pretty long. You know, not a great trigger. But in single action, you know, there's the slop to it, and it's a pretty crisp, nice pull. No real complaints there at all. As far as the teardown of the gun, I'm not going to really mess with it on camera, but it's relatively simple. Basically, there's 2 dots here you can see. You line those up, which is just a slight push there. Then you need a tool of some kind to push the pin out, which is also serves as your slide lock. Pull that baby out, slide comes off. It's really pretty simple breakdown, and no complaints there at all. Controls are not ambidextrous. It's only set up for a right-handed shooter, and most lefties are kind of used to that by now. So pretty much everything on the left-hand side, safety and all. So, you know, do I have any complaints about the gun? No, not really. You know, I'm a big CZ fan. I own CZs. You know, some of the grip textures are not the greatest. There's really not a lot of texturing at all to them. But in terms of the fit on my hand, you know, I don't have any complaints. I've got all fingers on the gun. It's got a nice trigger, you know, stainless barrel. This is about a 3 3/4 inch barrel, which is also serialized, which you don't see on some guns. You know, not a big deal, but I like that. So there again, you know, I don't really have any complaints about this gun. The price point on this thing is in the $300 ballpark, so that's a good thing as well. You get a nice case, by the way. This is like rubber insert. Nice stuff for a $300 gun. Come on. Yeah, so again, going to be accurate. As a concealed carry, it's borderline. It's light, but it's also pretty wide. When you compare that to my newest purchase, which I happen to have with me, which is a SIG P938. I mean, look, you know, really hard to justify carrying this big a gun when you've got this gun, you know, also on the market. Of course, this is less than half of the price of something like this, but for concealed carry, going to be pretty tough. I don't know, you know, just roll in a typical 9mm concealed carry. Could you do it? Yeah, absolutely. You know, with the right holster, it can be done, but it's going to be tough. So, the SAR B6P, you know, if you're looking for a well-made gun in the $300 ballpark, really not a bad way to go right here. So, check it out, and we'll see you again. Keith from Trigger Happy. Have a good one.